talking about Adam Krause nominated for the Hockey Humanitarian Award in the Low Senior Class Award. How deserving of a kid is he for those?
Very. I think that's the first nomination we've had for the Humanitarian Award. So I think that tells you what kind of things he does in our community, what he means to our program. But both of them are pretty cool. You know, I mean, Kyle Schmidt was the last one in the Lowe's Award. So hopefully he wins that. And I think it's a pretty neat award, a pretty prestigious award, and it just kind of tells you about him as a player and certainly as a person.
Could you expand maybe more on Krause, the person, and what he does off the ice, and how his teammates are able to learn from that?
He does a lot. I mean, obviously he's very well respected by his teammates. That's why he's been captain for 2 years. Tremendous work ethic. He's a team-first guy. Within obviously academically, he's a good student. I think he's a 3.7, 3.8 student. Community-wise, he's very involved, and part of that's growing up here. I think he knows how important it is to the community to be a UMD hockey player and do those things. And he does those things not because he does a lot of things that I don't even know about. You know, it's a little bit. Jack Conley was the same way. Jack would go visit kids at hospitals and schools, and he's one of those types of guys that. Put it this way: if you have a daughter, you probably want him to marry her. You know, he's just one of those kind of guys. But the thing to me is just his character, his work ethic, his team first mentality, and just, you know, overall he's just a really good person.
How important are guys like Adam Krause on a hockey team to have that guy who's willing to go the extra mile in the community, and that hopefully rubs off?
Well, I think anytime you get players that are great leaders, it's huge. It's really important. I think it's an influence on his team, the younger players. It's a reflection of our program, and I like to think we have a lot of great kids, not just Adam, but when you've got a guy like that that's wearing the C and representing your program and doing the things that he does the way he does it, you can't go wrong.
You've got to represent the team pretty well off the ice. He did pretty well for you guys on the ice this weekend too. Had a couple of goals against Minnesota.
Big time. You know, our probably our best players have struggled a little bit to score. So it was great to see that line, you know, kind of break out of that a little bit. And it's pretty typical of that line. If you look at the first goal, kind of how it was a hard-working, kind of greasy goal around the net, just going to the net. And that's where, you know, Dom has scored a lot of goals. That's where probably that line is going to score a lot of goals. So, you know, the other goal was, you know, just, you know, good play by Alex, and it was just a shot on net that found its way through. But the first goal kind of epitomized what we need out of those guys too. That type of goal. Oh, pretty easy.
Yeah, no, really quiet. Getting back to conference play,
yep.
I mean, Denver came here and got a split, two very different games when they came here. But what do you expect going off to their place?
Same. You know, I mean, again, you know, they've been playing pretty well too. They just got another split out at Miami, but you know, again, good team, good goaltending, real good offensive-minded defensemen that are certainly dangerous. Good balance through their lines. So again, just another very competitive weekend. So it was nice that we got a win on Saturday. It puts the guys in better spirits, but still got a ways to go, and this will be a good test for us again to see where we're at.
When you play a team that you played 3 months ago, is there value in going back and seeing what they did and tried to do against you 3 months ago, or do you focus more on what they've done the last couple of weekends?
Normally I probably do, Bruce. Right now I'm really more focused on the things we need to do. You know what? When you're in a little bit of a funk, you got to get back to doing the things that we need to do. And that's pretty much all year, but really at this time I think you can put so much in their heads about what other teams have and what they do that you forget about what you need to do. And I think that's kind of been our focus, is let's get back to doing the things and playing the way we need to play to have success. And obviously we'll be aware of Lelegia and those guys and some of the things they do offensively, and hope we can defend that. Obviously their power play is good, so we got to, like every game, stay out of the box, but we've got to get back to doing some things. We did some things Saturday through the first 40 minutes a little bit better. The third period, obviously, we were on our heels, and We've got to get back to kind of really doing the things we need to do, playing our game, kind of establishing our identity as a team.
You talk about Tony, it feels like as a junior, he's been quiet but efficient for you this season.
Yeah, I mean, you end up looking at the stats, he's second on our team. But, I think that line that he's been on with Farley and, and Kuhlman has probably been one of our best lines. I think it's probably been one of our most consistent lines since we've put it together. They might not always register a goal, but they always seem to be creating something. Obviously, Tony's got the great speed. Farley's having a good year. He has been, if you watch him, just around the net and battling, and Carson just plays just a real solid game. He's a 200-foot player, and that line has really gelled well together. So it's nice having that line doing that, and I think Tony's benefited as well from playing on that line and centering that line.
What about Austin? Is he at his best when he's living up to that bug?
Or the rat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at him, last year was a tough year for him. He had his back wasn't 100% early. I think he got off to a poor start. Confidence-wise was not very good, because of that. And we saw bits and pieces a little bit in the second half. But this year, I think he had a better summer. He trained better. I think he's come in more determined, and I think it shows in his play. He's not doing a lot of the big circles anymore. He's willing to stop and start and do the things and stay on pucks and kind of play that ratish game. I mean, they call him Bug, I call him Rat. So, but that's how he needs to play. He needs to be a thorn. He needs to be a pain when and other teams, when we play those teams, and he's got a knack around the net to score. So he's been doing a great job for us.